Well, hello. I'm back with our second card. This one features the flowering cactus medley. This set has everything. It has your stamp set, your dies, designer paper, felt flowers, and twine. And it's just beautiful. I'll show you the papers once we make our card. You're going to see a good sampling of them just making our card. And it's one of my all-time favorite layouts. It's great for using up your scraps of designer paper. We've got a mint medley card base. I'm actually doing this. And this one I did the Highland Heather as a mat, and this one I'm using the Calypso Coral as a mat. And also another trick that I do when I'm die cutting, if I have a mat and I need to do a smaller scallop, I'll just cut it right out of the mat because no one's going to see that. And what we're going to do here is get my Stampin' Steel going. This is our new adhesive and it sticks beautifully, but there is a little bit of a learning curve with it. And sometimes you still have to kind of pull the backing back, kind of wind it backwards a little bit to get it going. But to me, that's no big deal because it does stick so well. And I found that if you kind of do a little check mark at the end, that really alleviates the need to have to do that little pull back. So, all right, we are going to center this right here on the center of our card. Since we're not stamping on this, let's go ahead and adhere the stitched oval to our scallop. So that's done and out of the way. Set that aside for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put down my designer paper. And where you really want to make sure that you have your adhesive down is the edges, because that's where it's going to give you the most trouble if you don't. And I'm just putting one of the pieces of designer paper up along the top edge. And then I'm going to put the second one along the bottom edge. All right, next we will put the center two down. And what I like to do is I kind of like to eyeball it. And I just try to make sure they're evenly spaced. So then I'll come back and add adhesive. Maybe. There we go. Again, making sure the edges are sealed. Oh, layer that down. That's probably the better way to do it, the shorter way. Center this, slot that down. Now we'll go ahead and just put this on our card front. Center that. Next, I've got that adhesive, that's going to drive me nuts. Okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put down our oval. And this is coming over here in the lower right corner. I'm offsetting it off the coral mat a little bit, and I'm leaving just about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch there along the bottom edge. Next, I am going to take these images, and if you're wondering where I got those, I got them from one of the sheets of designer paper. And the really cool thing is the dies match and cut them out. So you just line it up and run it through your Big Shot or your Stampin'. We don't have the Big Shot anymore. We have the cut and emboss machine. But yep, see, like you just run it right through and it cuts them out. You also get some stitching lines. These cut out some of the other flowers. Actually, the stamped images cuts those. This cuts some little prickly cactus holes, for lack of a better word, out of your cardstock. And then here's just an alternate cactus die, and it has all the texture in it. So that is just really cool. Oops, I better put these back in here so I don't lose them. All right, get that out of the way. And what we're gonna do with this, and this makes this card so easy, is get dimensionals on. There we go. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but Stampin' Up! A little while ago came out with these mini dimensionals. It fits there just perfect. I'm trying to throw my little things away and they are not cooperating. All right, so we're just gonna leave this down here on our oval. And see how that kind of is folding down like that? I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do, since there's so many layers, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna add a second dimensional right on top of the one that I already have down. Let me peel that backing off. There, that sits much better. Okay. One of my little pet peeves, I guess. So I'm thinking this is probably going to need a double dimensionals too. So see how I did that? I just layered them right on top of each other. I'm keeping it blank over here because it's going to lay on top of our cactus. So there's, we don't want to put dimensionals there where it's going to add another funky layer. There we go. So go ahead and layer this down, and I'm bringing it a little bit lower because our greeting is going to slide right in there. And now for this little flower, again, I'm going to put 2 on this, and I'm going to leave, this is the bottom of the flower, so I'm going to leave that blank because that is going to act like it's sitting on top of our cactus. There we go. And just kind of put that right up there. Perfect. All right, next I've got this thin little strip. I don't know, I think it's probably 3/8 of an inch wide. And I've got the greeting and it says life can get kind of prickly. And that it can. So I thought that was perfect for this card. It does have a lot of other very nice sayings with this set. And I am just going to cut this into a dovetail. And then we'll trim this down. I'm going to put a little bit of snail just on the one end. And then I'm going to carefully slide this in. And you want to make sure that your flower is not hiding your words. So there, it's almost done. I almost forgot one thing. These are the little felts that come with the medley. And what they are, I know it's kind of hard to tell right now, but they're little felt flowers. So I'm just punching these out. And I'm going to use some of the multi-purpose liquid glue and just put a dot there. Set the felt flower on it. And then our card is done. You just have to let that dry maybe 15, 20 minutes. It shouldn't take too long. And there it is. Let me close this up and let me show you just a little bit more about this kit. You actually get 8 sheets of each of these pieces of designer paper. And here's the back side with more cactus and cactus prints. So pretty. You actually get 4 each, 4 Highland Heather and 4 Calypso Coral of the felt flowers, which is awesome. You get the dies, the stamp set, and the twine. So this is one of my favorites in the occasions catalog, and it's in the front. So make sure you look for that. All right, we'll see you again in a few minutes. Thanks for watching.